Hey, my name is Matt Stohrer and I repair saxophones for a living. And today I'd like to talk to you about what you can do if you come across a broken roller on a vintage saxophone where you don't have a roller immediately available. Now today what I did, and I'm going to tell you rather than show you because I've already done this and I probably won't be doing it again for a while, but I got a couple questions about it today, so I figured I would go ahead and share my method. And if you can use a lathe a little bit, if you're a repair person, if you've got these tools, all this stuff should make sense to you. If you find this difficult to follow, you probably find the procedure difficult to do. So this is a broken pearl roller, mother of pearl, that came off of an old Conn curved soprano. Now there's some original pearl rollers that are still functional and fine. And here are the replacements that I made out of acrylic pen blanks. Now what you do is you buy the acrylic pen blank. This is the one I use for pearl. You can see where it's available. This is the one I use for the celluloid on Conn 6M and 10M. And you can actually see, so here's hard rubber rod, and here's like my secret stash of an original old stock Conn roller blank. So you can see the coloration is pretty darn close on those. It's probably the closest I've found. And if you need to make a hard rubber roller, you can buy hard rubber rods from like Chemistry Supply. Apparently they use them for stirring chemicals. So what you do is you take your blank and you mount it up in your lathe. Now I typically take the four-sided stuff and turn it down to a cylinder. This is the leftover piece that I had from today. And you mount it in here, and the first thing you do is you drill out your center hole. And you go just a little bit at a time and then clear out the swarf, because this stuff is kind of soft, so it burns a little bit as you're cutting, and it gets kind of soft, so it'll gum up. So don't go all the way in. It'll make the hole bigger than you want it to. Just go a little bit at a time, clean it out, farther, clean it out, farther, clean it out, till you got it as deep as you want. And then when you turn this down, go bit by bit. It'll be tempting to take huge cuts out because it will cut because it's so soft, but go a little bit at a time so it doesn't deflect, and only go one roller length at a time. When you get down to the final cut to get the diameter that you want, it will deflect quite a bit. If you want a good finish, you need to keep it short so it doesn't deflect a lot. So one roller length at a time. So after you've got the center hole cut out, cut one roller length, and then use 800 or 1000 grit sandpaper while it's in the lathe to smooth the finish. And then you cut it off a little bit longer than you want it to be. And you take your hinge tube shortener and you put the roller in your bench motor and zip. Take off the last little bit of length you need so that it fits. And all done. If you want to, you can chamfer the ends. You can make them a little bit rounded at the ends. I do that a tiny bit with sandpaper. You could do it a lot more if you wanted to. And obviously you can shape it to any shape you want on the lathe. But that is how I make replacement rollers when I don't have something that I can buy to replace it with direct, if I have to make them. And this is the stuff I use. So hopefully you found that helpful, useful, informative. My name is Matt Stohrer. I repair saxophones for a living. Thanks for watching.